unlocking the secrets of a wealthy mindset and how you can begin thinking like the rich. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about how you can start thinking and acting like the rich. There's a very big difference between the poor mindset and the rich mindset, and that will determine how you manage money and how you attract money to you. For me, when I was growing up, I saw my parents work extremely hard in their employed roles, and it was always a case of never pay for anything unless you can afford it. As I've gotten older and I've started expanding my network and I've gone into business myself and met incredible people who have made a serious amount of money, I have learned that one of the most important things is money buys time. And the most common mistakes most people make when they haven't become financially literate is that they spend money on things they don't need, typically materialistic things. So for example, you get those people that go and get a job, they start getting established, they have a promotion, and they start spending money on the finance car, clothing, and they go and buy the house with the mortgage. That's the typical thing of what most people do. And when you start to network and learn how businessmen and businesswomen operate, the money is there to buy them time so that they can expand, bringing more money in. And there's a massive mindset difference between the two people. One, the poor mindset is spend the money, enjoy it in the moment on things that don't go up in value. And the rich mindset is how can I invest in things that are going to go up in value? How can I invest back into my business to bring in more money? It's all about growth. So the mindset is a huge part. All of us can start thinking like the rich, but you've got to apply something called delayed gratification. I have been naturally good at this. Some people struggle with it. I have friends that struggle with it. But if you're naturally good at this and you can say, I'm not buying that now, I'll have it in the future because I need to stay in my lane. I need to get my finances right and get my business off the ground so I cash flow. And then one day I can have that item or materialistic thing that I so badly want right now, but I just can't have it because it will be a waste of your money. The other thing that kills a lot of people's wealthy dreams is keeping up with the Joneses. Going and buying something because someone else has it. Getting that envious feeling of, oh, I really want that. They've got that. Having a little chat with your partner. Oh, should we do it? But, well, we can't really afford it. I know, but they've got it. And then you go and buy it. And you never really had the money to actually buy it. The most important thing when it comes to a wealthy mindset is setting yourself up financially so you have stability. E.g., the emergency fund, the maintenance fund, the floating fund, cash reserves, perhaps your stocks and shares ISA, some commodities, a private pension. Doing all those basic things first will set you up and start getting you into the habit of a rich mindset. Also, time. How do you buy time back? Once upon a time, I used to think, why do people pay for cleaners or gardeners? I totally get it now. I have both. So for example, we have quite a big garden. On my own, it will take me 3-4 hours just to do the garden. What I have learned to understand now is that rather than penny pinch and think, oh, I can do it myself and save 40-50 pounds, actually it makes far more sense now that my time and value per hour is worth so much more than doing my own garden. And it's not a case of, oh, well, that's a bit pompous, you don't want to do your own garden. I love it, I love doing gardening, but I just don't have the time to do it anymore. So it makes much more sense for me to outsource that, leverage that to someone who does that as a job, pay the 40-50 pound to do the garden, and then in that time, those 3-4 hours, I will earn a lot more than the 40-50 pound that I've paid out. So it's how much do I value my time? It also goes with the same in terms of like how my routine is throughout the day. I wake up early, typically more than most people, 5:30, 6 a.m. I'm in the gym. And what I do is I leverage that time. It's not about financial freedom from the off for me. It's about flexibility. I have pretty good flexibility now that I've left my job. And for those of you who don't know, very soon I'm going to have a program coming out, the Employment Breakout program, Escape Your 9-to-5, which is really exciting, where I'm going to help people escape and leave their 9-to-5, go full-time in business, or run a side hustle alongside their job if you still enjoy it. And that's the thing, is buying back that time so you can spend with loved ones, with friends, do hobbies. If you enjoy something, if you have a passion, that's what money buys. Money is a good thing, and the rich mindset is so much better than the poor mindset. Another key trait of building that rich rich mindset is being credible, reputable, reliable, and building trust. If I look at the people that I know that I've had meetings with, investors, businessmen, businesswomen, one thing that they do very well is they're very credible and they're always on time. Their professionalism is very high. They never let people down, and that goes a long way in building relationships. And that's the difference with the wealthy mindset, is the relationships that you build, you're building them for long-term gain. You want to be able to collaborate, you want to be able to do business together. Whereas if we look on the flip side of a poor mindset, it's typically about gossiping, it's about talking about people, spreading rumors and stuff like that. There's no kind of productivity and progress in your conversation and the way that you present yourself. So having that wealth mindset of I'm going to be at my best all the time so I can build relationships that will help me grow, scale, learn, adapt, is really, really important. And for me personally, as I've gotten older, as I've gotten into business, adopting that mindset of being professional and reliable all the time, that I always show up. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. If I say that I'm going to be there on time, I'm going to be there early. Under promising and over delivering is such a key trait for the wealthy mindset in everything that you do. The other thing is always trying to build a team out. This is something that's really important to me for this year. When I look at people who have done very well in business and that kind of wealth mindset, it's all around how can I build a team of people that are experts, elites in what they do, in order to almost speed up the process of growth. And on the flip side, this poor mindset is, well, what can I get for myself? What can I do on my own? I don't want to tell that person because then it might be a gain to them and I don't want them to know about it. It's totally the opposite. Hence why there is a massive difference between the employee mindset and the entrepreneur mindset. Typically, most entrepreneurs will want to help other people. They'll want to bring other people up opposed to putting them down. It's very, very backwards, is that the employee mindset is how far can I go by backstabbing people, bringing people down, keeping secrets, not revealing too many things. I don't want to say this because it might jeopardize my chance of a promotion. Whereas that wealth mindset, thinking like the rich, is how can I help as many people as possible, because inevitably, like the life of equilibrium, I'm going to get that in return. And it's giving without expectation. Again, going back to what I said at the beginning, most people will think that rich people are quite pompous, quite rude, arrogant, nasty, bad people. But yet the saying goes, if you give an arsehole more money, you get a bigger arsehole. But a lot of people that I know and I work with who are very wealthy are incredibly charitable and nice people. The other thing is to really have a long-term vision and hold yourself accountable. Accountability is one thing that successful people are typically good at. Less excuses. They never look to pass the buck. They never look to say that, well, this never happened because of X person. Well, you got in my way, so I wasn't able to do it. So taking accountability is that true wealth mindset. When you can accept that you are responsible and you have full ownership of your successes and failures, is when you make great progress. And typically rich people are very accountable for what they do. They don't look to pass the buck. There's nothing worse than having that poor mindset of saying, I didn't get to where I wanted to be because of her or him. Well, it was their fault. Well, it was the cost of living. Well, it's society that we live in. They're all excuses. So the wealth mindset is a very healthy one. And it even comes down to fitness. Every single day, every single morning, I work out. I release the dopamine. I get that dopamine hit, release the endorphins. It puts me in a good mindset of I really want to do productive and positive things, opposed to sitting at home, not working out, eating rubbish food, talking with people who just gossip, and almost bringing on self-anxiety. We're in a world right now where majority are holding a poor mindset. Anxiety, low self-esteem, low confidence, and this comes from bad habits. So the wealthy mindset tend to lean on good habits. Clean eating, working out, good routine, discipline, structure, accountability, networking, credibility, building trust. As soon as you can start doing all of these, you're really going to see some awesome progress in your life. So look, what I want to say to you is, firstly, if you enjoy this type of content, please do like and subscribe. And what I want people to really understand is that we are in a world at the moment with an abundance of opportunity. Everyone can achieve a goal and a dream. Everyone can start a new business. Everyone can bring in new income. You can escape your job. You can do the breakout of employment, but you have to switch your mindset from the poor to the rich. You don't need to have millions in the bank to start thinking and acting like a rich person. And I hope one day you go on to achieve financial and time freedom. So if you did enjoy this YouTube video, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.